and step out.
Why are you asking me to get out of the truck?
Step out of the car. Because
Why?
you're under arrest for trespass. Get out of the car.
I'm not under arrest for trespass.
Get out of the car. You have 5 seconds to get out of the car. You are not complying. Sir, step out of the car.
All right, this cop that you're about to see has been featured on my channel before. This video is new and you haven't seen it anywhere else.
Shut the motor off and step out of the car.
Remember when I told you that at least 6 police chiefs no longer work at their departments after being featured on my channel? Well, this is one of them. This cop is also on the Brady list. The Brady list is a list where bad cops are listed as liabilities. Christopher Heatherly was put on the Brady list for allegedly removing a weapon from an evidence locker when he worked as a cop in Brooklyn, Illinois. Heatherly was also fired as chief of police from Louisiana, Missouri. He had replaced William Jones, who was charged with second-degree murder in connection with a fatal drug overdose. Gabriel Thone, who was 24 years old, was found dead in Jones' house. Thone was the brother of Jones' girlfriend. The drugs they found in the house were also stolen from the police department. Heatherly replaced Jones as chief of police, but was quickly fired after he arrested Roach J for disorderly conduct for calling the city administrator a moron. Heatherly said those were fighting words. Another cop from there ended up working at the Walmart deli. Here's a photo of that guy. So then why would Leadwood, Missouri hire Heatherly, a bad cop who's on the Brady list, to be police chief of that town? What you're about to see is not just a bad cop who doesn't know that people have rights, but you're going to see what appears to be a full-blown cover-up of wrongdoings of city officials, including the mayor of Leadwood, Missouri. So the mayor became mayor in March of 2023, then he hired Heatherly as police chief in June. The man in this video was documenting a crashed vehicle that is said to belong to the mayor that was parked and stored on government property. The mayor allegedly left Heatherly's house drunk and crashed the vehicle and destroyed some property. I'm going to read to you some things that were written in posts and text messages so you have a better understanding of this cover-up. First, this was a text message sent to me from Roach J. Heatherly tased a 17-year-old kid who has a mental disability, and the young man was trying to get Heatherly away from his sister, who was 15 years old, and Heatherly maced her. All that was because the kid's mom had an unregistered car she bought 2 days prior parked in their driveway. He forced entry and did all that for an unregistered car. And now this Blake guy is being targeted to the point he's having to teach Heatherly about parking laws. I reached out and told him to record everything and that I know you'd have his back against a tyrant like Heatherly. So then I was sent a post that was made by Blake. What the heck is with law enforcement nowadays? Leadwood police assaulted my 15-year-old by shoving her and causing her to pee herself and pass out, and maced my 17-year-old mentally disabled son. And what do county cops do? Take the Leadwood cop side. Absolutely unacceptable. They had no right even talking to my children without an adult present at the time. I'll be filing a complaint with the state troopers, and yes, there was witnesses as well as video recordings all over him trying to force my son to remove a vehicle from my property that had just been bought 2 days prior because it wasn't legal yet and it was sitting on blocks. This morning I woke up, decided to go and talk to any of the people at the water department to get an update about the boil order, and bam, I got arrested by Chief Heatherly for trespassing. I pulled into the road that leads back to the water department because I seen the gate open. I did not pull into the gated area and never got out of my truck. I seen no cars were there, so I turned around and the chief was there. He got out immediately with his taser drawn and opened my truck door.
Step out of the car.
Why are you asking me to get out of the car?
Because you're under arrest.
What am I under arrest for?
For trespass. Get out of the car.
How am I trespassing on city property?
Get out of the car. Did you see the sign that says no unauthorized? Just because it's city property doesn't mean you could come here. It says unauthorized persons not allowed. Step out of the car, sir.
I'm not authorized.
You're under arrest, sir.
I'm not authorized.
You are now disobeying a lawful order. Step out of the car or I will tase you.
I will step out of the car.
Step out of the car.
Will you put your taser up for me?
When you step out of the car, I will. Step out of the car and put your hands on the vehicle. Put your hands on the vehicle.
I wasn't ever trespassed from the property before.
You're under arrest. Step back to my vehicle.
Can I put my hands up for you?
Yep.
Can I close my door for you?
I'll do it. Okay.
There's more to the story, so don't go anywhere, folks. I will be showing you some more clips. The people are disgusted with public officials getting away with too much for too long. The truth of the matter is, Heatherly is corrupt. There's a conflict of interest of him investigating that crash, especially considering the mayor who crashed the vehicle had just left this house, possibly drunk. There's a petition to remove the mayor and the chief of police from that town. I will be reading that petition to you guys at the end of the video. Keep watching.
I'm also wanting the papers for the arrest as well, including the release of my vehicle.
That's what this is.
And of the arrest. Papers for the arrest. Oh, yeah. You didn't give me no ticket or nothing, so I mean...
I know. As soon as...
Well, I need that.
As soon as I get it, you'll have it.
You were technically supposed to give it to me before you let me leave.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like, just let it go. Take it done.
I'm just tired of this shit, man. He'll be facing a lawsuit here soon, and I mean, the city will be facing it.
Do you
It's
have
all
your
going to
insurance
trickle
card?
down. I'm sorry?
Your insurance card?
Yes.
You have it?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
I mean, do you need it?
Yes.
For,
I wouldn't ask for it if I didn't need it, sir.
I mean, what do you need it for? I don't see nothing on there that says you need it. Do you have any answers for that one? For why the mayor's vehicle wasn't towed yet?
Is there any reason you would need to know that?
Yeah, because it's being used for personal gain.
Are you applying for a release for the mayor's vehicle?
No, I'm getting
No?
mine.
Then why do you need to know that?
Well, why is his vehicle still there?
Okay.
Because you're not doing your job.
We've covered that.
Because you're not doing your job.
Are you asking for a release for the mayor's vehicle? No? Then you have.
I have
no reason to know.
every right to inquire about the vehicle that is on city property being used for personal
that's
use.
your opinion.
Well, that's not my personal opinion. That's how it is. Being used for personal use right now.
Okay.
To store a salvage vehicle.
Let me go get that tow room. I gotta go get the tow sheet.
Oh, why are you walking away now?
I'll be right back. I gotta
Okay.
go grab your tow sheet.
Okay. And all the tickets and everything too. You're gonna decide right.
Right on that.
Okay. Why? When can I expect those papers? You know, my ticket for trespassing, supposedly.
Once the investigation is done, you'll receive.
Well, what investigation?
Huh?
The investigation where you were stalking me?
Yes.
And harassment, and also retaliation?
Okay.
Or is that whenever you're going to write and make up some more
The
stuff?
founding fathers gave us a court system. We could work.
Are you
going to
make extra stuff up on that?
$50, please.
$50?
Yes, sir.
For what?
Tow release.
My wallet's in the truck. I can't get in the truck.
Okay. Well, as soon as you can, bring your $50 back here. I'll give you a tow release. You can
Actually, you can use the deposit out of my water deposit for it.
Well, that's not how it works.
It actually is going to how it works because I'm due my
Thank
water
you, Mr.
deposit.
As soon as he comes back with $50, I'll give him this tow release. Okay.
Why are you walking away? Come on, Heatherly. Come on, man. You're a fucking corrupt. You are corrupt. You're corrupt. Get ready. I'm coming after you.
All right, here's your release. I'll get you a receipt for your $50.
All right. Yeah, because I'll be getting it back.
Almost shut that on you, Susan. I noticed that.
Here's your change. Hold on, we'll get your receipt.
All right.
Just take these down to the tow yard and they'll release your vehicle.
Well, when am I going to get that paperwork? Chief Heatherly, when am I going to get the paperwork?
Like, come on. Like, come on.
This is your corrupt cop, man.
Blake, no. Blake. Blake.
Hey, when can I get the investigation report, arrest report? Okay, are you going to drop it off at my house or what? In the mailbox? If you can put it in my mailbox, that would be fine. Oh, of course, because you don't want to do your job.
All right, folks, let me read to you what the petition states. As a concerned resident of Leadwood, Missouri, I am deeply troubled by the alleged corruption and misconduct exhibited by our current mayor and police chief. It is with great urgency that I call upon the community to join me in demanding their immediate removal from office. And just so everyone knows, the chief deleted his own comments because he knows he got caught up and caught red-handed. I have received but not confirmed, but the mayor left the chief's house when it happened and supposedly drinking was involved. Today I learned more information about the wreck on Cavaness that my informant gave me information on. So when I went to check up on that information that I was given, this is what I found. Now I'd also like to point out that this is the water department right now, which is on city property instead of being at either a tow yard or at the mayor's residence. So it would be using city property for personal gain, damage of city property, and the issue with use of city property has been brought up before about the dog pound. Below are also the boundaries of the city's property showing said vehicle is at. By my knowledge, the county or state is to make the accident report and not the city police department, or that would be a conflict of interest. By what my informant has told me, the chief of police is the one who made the report. Wonder how this is going to get swept under the rug and how the city will end up paying for it. There's easily more than $500 of property damage there, and the impact could have caused underlying damages. Here are some facts and statistics. The duty of our elected officials is to serve and protect the best interests of Leadwood's residents. However, recent reports suggest a lack of accountability within both the mayor's position and the chief of police's position. Transparency International ranks corruption levels in Missouri higher than national averages. Instances of alleged police misconduct have been reported in neighboring towns, highlighting potential systematic issues within law enforcement agencies across our region. It is crucial for us as people to hold those in power accountable for their actions or lack thereof when it comes to serving our community's best interests. We deserve leaders who prioritize honesty, fairness, and justice above all else. By signing this petition, we demand an immediate investigation into these allegations against both the mayor and the chief of police of Leadwood, Missouri. We implore city officials or any relevant authorities to take swift action based on verified facts rather than turning a blind eye to the concerns of their constituents. Together, let us ensure that our city is led by individuals who uphold the highest standards of integrity and work tirelessly to create a safe and prosperous community for all residents. Stand with us in demanding the removal of the corrupt mayor and police chief of Leadwood, Missouri. Our voices matter and our community deserves better. I will be dropping the petition link in the description for you guys. I'm sure this channel can help boost that. And I'm also going to send you to Blake's channel to go subscribe and support this guy. Heatherly needs to know that we're still watching him. We know that police unions allow bad cops to bounce around from department to department, but that doesn't mean we're not going to follow them around. We're going to stay on top of this, folks. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't yet. We'll keep you updated on this. I want to end Heatherly's career. Patterns don't lie, folks. This is a corrupt cop. He does not care about the people's rights. He knows nothing about the laws. How and why did he get that position as chief of police in the city of Leadwood? That makes absolutely no sense, folks. We can't allow garbage to help clean up the streets. It makes no sense. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Always record the police, folks. Hold your public officials accountable. Absolutely do not let them get away with corruption. If you guys have videos you want us to look at, copy your links and send them to recordpolicenow@gmail.com. Give us as much information as possible. Let's get more bad cops fired, folks. And let's let the good ones prosper, if there are any good ones left. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.